A few weeks back, I decided to cycle 250 kilometers just because I wanted to see if that was possible for me, and because I was like, what the hell, why not? My knees just decided not to work for a good 5 days. It was just, it was very painful. But from that, managed to find a really good sequence that I practice on a daily basis to release the tension in my knees. So for any of you cyclists that do marathons or on a trip across Europe or the world, check this link out because this is a lifesaver. The objective was to go to a Hindu temple, which I made a recording up here about it. So I looked on Google Maps to see how long it would take. It said about roughly 13 hours. I was like, okay, maybe doable, let's see. I was hoping to cram it into one day, but it turned out to be a 2-day trip, which led me to make this video to give you guys some advice if you're planning to do long distance cycling. Tip number 1, always stretch whenever you stop. Just do it. It's amazing. And like I said, the link that I put up here, you can apply those stretches within your breaks. Advice number 2, make sure you have enough food and water. Pile up on carbs. If you know how to do marathons on a keto diet, please let me know. Put something in the comments. I'd be super curious to see how that would work. I just cooked a big batch of rice with veggies and eggs. Blended up linseeds, put them up, poppy seeds as well. And then I brought some dried plantain crisps. And then I brought some cooked beetroots and I ate them just like apples. And those were actually a huge morale boost for me from the just sticky, hot rice that was in my bag. So each of our bodies will burn differently, but I noticed that every hour and an hour and a quarter, I was automatically stopping before I feel hungry. So I noticed that my body was like tingling, coming across my arms, and I can feel my mind not being as focused. I can feel that I'm being distracted. I start to feel my morale going down. That's tip number 3, morale. It doesn't matter how much food you have, it doesn't matter where you are. If you're not enjoying what you're doing, and there is no point in cycling.
I just saw a heron swoop down in this pond to catch a fish and then fly off. Fucking awesome.
So basically I cycle from Bristol to Swansea in 10 hours with breaks. Again, stopping every hour, an hour and a quarter, just to appreciate the environment I'm at, give myself a stretch, eat a couple of rice balls, and then just keep cycling. I had 2 big breaks, one in Newport. So I found this really nice space just after Newport, and this is where we're going to have lunch. And one in Port Talbot, I believe it's called. Beautiful area, apart from the smell of refinery. It's a wonderful area. And then, yeah, I got to Swansea. The second day I just didn't have enough food, so this is my lunch. Chocolate with raisin cakes. Had a bit of a delay, 3-hour delay with my bike because the tyre, my pump, and the inner tube, rest in peace.
I just wanted to say that I had a McDonald's and the energy from that was mad. I don't know what they put in that shit, but I've never done Coke. However, I have a pretty good idea what Coke would feel like. I felt invincible, had 10 of energy, and my eyes were just like super dilated. And I was just going, and it felt as if I just had all the energy of the world.
And the next day I cycled all the way to about 50-60 kilometers up North Carmarthen to this Hindu temple. And when I got there, well, here's Skanda Vale. Yeah, there were a lot of tears of relief. Quite a lot of tears of relief. It feels quite unreal to be here. Like 7 months ago and 4 days, I was standing exactly here, walking for my first time up to Skanda Vale, and now I find myself cycling
from Bristol to here in just 2 days is, I don't know, man. I'm walking to Puja. Feeling quite tired. Had a quick shower, a 15-minute nap. Yeah, my knees are shot. I felt as if they were going to pop on the last hills. Yeah, the last 6k were just brutal. And just making a prayer and asking Mother Earth and Father Sky for some support, for guidance and assistance and nurturing. I have no flipping clue how, but man, that just gave me the energy to keep going through the pain and almost elevate myself out of that pain. And yeah, for the moment, just want to share with you the amount of peace and gratitude I have right now, and yeah, makes me appreciate a lot more the system that we have now in place. Yeah, because it was quite intense.